So, your boss was probably mean to you today, like every other day, and it got you thinking, what's his deal? Why is he always annoyed and stressed? I bet I'd make a better boss than him. I mean, I do watch Shark Tank, and I've got some cool ideas. Maybe I should try being an entrepreneur. But am I really cut out for it? First things first, you've got to decide if you truly want this misery. I know what you're thinking. Nothing can be more miserable than where I am at right now. But trust me, entrepreneurship will most definitely prove you wrong. Because as much as the internet has got your brain washed that entrepreneurship is all about having a lot of financial freedom and free time, it's actually going to be pretty miserable at least. Forever. Forever? Bro, I thought entrepreneurship was easy. Oh, yeah? So, what's the plan? I don't know, man. Start a business, get rich, buy some flashy cars, and, post cool stuff on Instagram. Live the dream. Flashy cars, Instagram posts. That's your big plan? Yeah. Isn't that what being an entrepreneur is about? Okay, hold up. Let's get real for a second. You might end up doing all that flashy stuff, but what genuinely makes you mad about how things are? Like, what problem keeps you up at night? Not because you're broke, but because you actually want to fix it. And do you really believe you can build something better? Something that actually matters beyond just making your wallet fatter? Whoa, chill. That's a lot. Exactly. If you're not screaming yes to all that in your head right now, then maybe you should focus on perfecting your Netflix binging skills instead. Just saying. Hey, I'm serious about this. Alright. So if you're serious, here's the next thing you need to figure it out. The idea. Yeah, I need a killer $1,000,000 idea. Something totally original. Original? Pfft. Okay, quick challenge. Name the last completely original idea invented in the business world. Exactly. You can't. Wait, so you're saying there's no such thing as an original idea anymore? Pretty much. Most original ideas are just remixes, tweaks, or combos of stuff that already exists. And guess what? That's totally fine. Okay, but how's that supposed to make me a millionaire? It's not about how original the idea is, it's about how well it solves a real problem. Real problem? Like what? Not something you think is a problem, something the general public agrees is a legit issue. Okay. But how do I know if it's a real problem? Research. Talk to people, understand their struggles. It's not going to be easy, but once you crack it, don't wait. Don't overthink it. You're saying I should just, be the Nike logo. Just do it. At this point, your passion and fire should really be at its peak. But hold on, I'm about to contradict myself and say something controversial. As much as I'd love to advocate for passion, always remember, be passionate about your business, not just the idea. Let's be real, your business is basically your baby. And like every proud parent, you're going to think it's the cutest thing in the world, even though deep down, you know it's kinda ugly. Like, not quirky cute ugly, more like please don't enter this in a baby photo contest ugly. But here's the kicker, being overly obsessed with your adorable business baby might just come back to bite you in the butt. Think of your business more like a science experiment. You'll mix chemicals, blow some stuff up, maybe accidentally set the metaphorical lab on fire, but hey, that's part of the process. The point is to test, tweak, and if necessary, toss it out. Because no matter how genius you think your idea is, the real test is whether anyone else actually gives a hoot about the problem you're solving. Here's the rookie mistake. Too many founders fall head over heels for their idea. It's like watching someone in a toxic relationship. They know it's not working, but they'd rather go down with the ship than admit it's time to move on. So, yeah, care about your business, baby, but don't be the parent who refuses to admit their kid can't sing at the school talent show. Be practical. If it's not working, hit the brakes and pivot. It's better than crying in the corner with your failed baby business. You've identified a problem, come up with a great idea to solve it, and started to feel passionate about it. That's it, right? Well, not quite. Meet TAM, Total Addressable Market. TAM is like that overachiever at school who always knew their potential and made sure everyone else did too. Now, let's get real. Solving a problem that no one cares about or that only your mom and 2 random Reddit users think is important might be satisfying for your ego, but seriously, bro, why are you even trying to be an entrepreneur? You're not running a charity here. Helping a tiny group of people isn't going to pay the bills or get you on the cover of Forbes. TAM is your golden ticket to scalability. It's the total revenue opportunity for your idea if everyone in your target market suddenly decides to throw money at you. Spoiler, they won't, but a big TAM means enough might. Here's the tea. The bigger your TAM, the juicier your potential for growth, fame, and maybe even a yacht. So instead of chasing niche problems no one cares about, aim high. TAM isn't just a number, it's your chance to prove that your idea isn't just another dud in the startup graveyard. So you're saying I just have to sit down and research? Like a lot of research? It's simple. Just focus on one thing. TAM research. Like using ChatGPT? Yeah, sure, that could work. And what should the prompt be? Oh, should I also register and run the company for you? Just ask ChatGPT what's the TAM size of this. Be as detailed as possible. For example, if you're selling organic perfumes for women on a budget, your TAM isn't the whole perfume market, it's that specific niche. If your solution addresses a widespread pain point in a market with a healthy TAM, then congratulations, you're not gonna be doomed too soon. Okay, you've got a real problem and a decent shot at solving it. Now comes the part that makes the most wannabe entrepreneurs sweat through their pajamas. The business plan. Your business plan needs to spell out exactly who you're trying to sell to, what makes you special, why anyone should pick you over the hundreds of other options, how you'll actually tell people about your stuff, and how you'll make money. The numbers. People. And about those guys who are here saying, "Give me my money," let's get real. Your super optimistic spreadsheet, the one where you're swimming in cash like a Bond villain in 6 months, that's a fantasy. Your super optimistic spreadsheet, that's a fantasy. Enter the law of prudence. Always prepare for the worst while hoping for the best. When it comes to revenue, underestimate how much you'll make by a lot. And for expenses, double or triple them. Why? Because everything costs more and takes longer than you think. Marketing budgets grow legs, surprise legal fees pop up, and delays eat into your cash flow faster than you can say, over budget. Now, let's talk about funding. You've got choices, from the super independent route of bootstrapping, fueled by cheap coffee and sheer desperation, to the fancy world of venture capital, which often involves pitching your company to people with way too much confidence and suspiciously clean shoes. But bootstrapping means you stay in control. However, it can seriously slow you down. Loans come with the charming downside of having to pay them back, often with interest that feels like a personal betrayal. Grants are like funding a unicorn that also does your taxes. Rare, and everyone else wants one. And then there are investors. Those mythical beings who offer you piles of cash in exchange for a piece of your company and a say in your future. But let me tell you a secret that many business gurus conveniently forget to mention. Stressing too much about getting outside funding, especially early on, can be a huge waste of time. Entrepreneurs can spend so much time trying to create the perfect pitch deck and chasing after elusive investors that they forget the actual job of building a solid product and getting paying customers. Think about it. Is your time better spent making fancy slides or talking to potential users and improving your product? Sometimes the best funding is actually making money. Focusing on getting sales, even small ones, can give you the money you need to grow without giving away too much control. As your business hopefully starts to grow, scaling becomes your next challenge. Scaling isn't just about making more money, it's about building systems, processes, and a team that can handle increased demand without imploding. Growing too fast without preparation is like trying to fit an elephant into a doghouse. It's not going to end well. To start today, focus on creating solid foundations. Look at the areas of your business where things feel messy or inefficient and start documenting processes. Use tools like Notion or Trello to track workflows and begin automating repetitive tasks using platforms like Zapier or Monday.com. Learning to delegate is another key step, and yes, it's harder than it sounds. Start small. Delegate one task today to a trusted freelancer or team member and see how it goes. Hiring is crucial for scaling. The best founders spend 1/3 of their time simply hiring the right people for their teams. And if you're not doing that, you just need to have FOMO. Begin by writing clear job descriptions and defining exactly what gaps you need to fill. Don't just hire people who can do the job, hire those who are smarter than you and get them to work for you. Starting a business is messy, tough, and often unpredictable. But here's the thing. If you start with small, practical steps today, you'll be better equipped to handle the chaos. So, you'll work your butt off, probably fail a few times, maybe cry into your instant noodles, and potentially end up slightly more jaded than when you started. But hey, at least you'll be your own boss, right? Your own boss who is a tyrannical, sleep-deprived maniac with a penchant for caffeine and questionable life choices, much like your current one. So, geez, just cut him some slack and submit your next project in time for once.